Zombie apocalypse.
What is up, guys and gals? Space Unicorn here, bringing you some hot frag action. So today we're bringing you a versus video, and it's probably one that you guys had not considered. And I feel like this is one that needs to be brought to people's attention. And it actually gives a really good argument as to why this card, new card Tankbot, is not as OP as you guys think. Because there's another card that is darn near identical that nobody regards as above an A grade. Except for me. So, with that being said, you guys may have been able to guess it. It's CyberCop and Tankbot are remarkably close together. Now, let's go over the statistical rundown just to prove my point with this basic entry. Hit points 378, respawn delay, weapon range 55 meters, damage 63 to 126. Once again, tracking base though. Movement speed 10.7, strong against light characters. Let's hop over on CyberCop. This guy's one level lower, slightly more health. High end of the damage is identical to the low end of damage of Tankbot. This is due to magazine size, guys, because the damage they're putting out per hit is identical. I'll show you in game. Slightly more weapon range, same movement speed, but slower while shooting. Weapon base, the big letdown here for CyberCop is his ammo. If he had the same ammo as Tankbot, you would see the same damage numbers, because these guys are identical. Look again. Basically the exact same statisticals. Interesting little fact. Now, jail ability. Another weird thing about the jail ability. Look at the health points. So at level 12, the jail ability of this is 500 health points on the ability. And the damage is basically an insta-death. You know what's funny about that? Level 12 Tankbot has 500 health. 580 health. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But the CyberCop ability lasts longer. So with that being said, who's the better card here? So we're going to play a couple matches. We're going to do one where we play Tankbot, one where we play CyberCop, and then we're going to let the AIs kind of spar it out. And we're going to see which AI is better. And the interesting thing about this, guys, is these two cards are actually a lot closer than people think they are. I know there's a lot of people that are like, well, these two cards aren't close at all. That's simply not true. These two cards are very close. Now, this guy I'm facing right now is running a meta lineup, so we're going to have to pay attention to that. Nice little frag there. What am I stuck on right now? Got him. Let's go. And we have our push through. Now, the nice thing about Tankbot as opposed to CyberCop is this huge, ridiculously sized clip. The clip on CyberCop is very, very small, and it actually holds him back quite a lot. Oh, I shouldn't be playing this guy right now. I should be playing somebody else, and that's what we're going to do. See what I mean? Nice little frag there. We're about to get our respawns. Remember what I said about Tankbot, guys. Get him out of that ultimate ability. The whole game changes, guys. The whole game. Where's my Tankbot? There he is. Our push is coming through right now, just like we want. And as you can see, our push has gotten through. That tower is dead. As I said, you're going to find things with these cards that are going to be eerie similar. You guys will see what I mean here in a minute. CyberCop's jail. Clutching it up. Going up top. Come up here. And we're going to destroy this tower now. We're going to actually switch back here to our Tankbot. Because, well, we don't want him to lose everything. And side boss is dead. Game's over. We won that game. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. You basically just use your tank bot to get your slays and to end a push. If you can get him on a tower, he has a large clip and gets rid of that tower very, very quickly with that 600 fire rate. Like I said, though, CyberCop is eerie similar. So let's break down that match statistically for you guys real quick. This is the timeline. If you guys don't understand what the timeline means, blue is your kills, red is their kills. Ratio is in my favor, 77%. I was under fire 50% of the time. Tells me where I killed all of his opponents at. Look for yourself. Score, you can see how the match goes. Units, you can see that my tank bot was 5 and 2. Good damage, not too bad. Overall, very, very solid game for tank bot. But interesting little thing here, guys. Look down here. Activity. So unit activity is the hardest stat to understand between these guys. Unit activity is what those cards are doing and are they being efficient and how long they're on the field. Tankbot 66, CyberCop 68, which is very, very interesting. Now, we're going to hop into another match, and this time we're going to use a little bit of a CyberCop action. If you guys don't know, I love CyberCop. He's one of those cards that I honestly feel people sleep on, but not everybody feels that way. But we're going to show you guys a couple little things with this card that is a little bit interesting that people still have not realized. Look at the damage. One level lower, but the same damage. Big damage coming out from CyberCop right now. I can actually get him. Come and get me. It's a dead Hades. Dead Ronin. Look, another dead card, guys. CyberCop just killed basically a whole lineup. And people still don't recognize how good this card is. Isn't that crazy? Now, as I said before, his big weakness as opposed to your Tankbot card is the fact that he cannot move and shoot like Tankbot can. If he could, you would see a very different equation. You'd also see a different equation if he had a larger clip, but he doesn't have that either, so that's okay. Get rid of that frag, grab our CyberCop. We're literally just going to run around you, buddy. Now, the thing with the Medusa pick, guys, is Medusa is going to do really well against these cards, as is. Let's get her off the field. Issue this attack command. We're waiting for CyberCop boy to come back, because you guys know we got to get him back over there, and he's got to do some work. But you saw a little interesting thing with the potential for the ultimates. The ultimate potential from both these cards is identical. It's just played differently. People don't realize that. I feel like people just don't want to realize that, maybe. People don't like the fact that I can sit here with a CyberCop and just do the exact same thing. Because, well, it doesn't fit their equation for these cards, you know? And people want these cards to do X, Y, and Z. And it's just not quite the way it works sometimes, guys. I'd love to get my cards up here. Now, as you saw, that wall's up. Game's over. Ronin's dead to the wall. So, that was very interesting, as you saw there, from CyberCop as well. And we're going to break down his statisticals. You're going to see something eerie similar under the player hands who knows how to use the CyberCop, as well as the Tankbot. Let me show you. Let me show you exactly what I mean. 6 and 2. 1 and 4 on Tankbot without my help. 1,700 damage, 300 base damage. Let's go look at this again. 5 and 2. 318 score. Look, 1 kill for CyberCop on that one. Same thing here. 1 and 4. 900 damage. Anybody else noticing a pattern here? These guys are eerie similar. 423 score. 1 more kill for CyberCop. A little less damage, but more base damage. Huh. That's strange. Now, we're going to let the AI, here now is we're going to let the AI play both these cards, and we're going to see how they do. What you're going to see, guys, is going to be very, very interesting to you. You're going to see a very similar numbers across the board from these two cards. The overall goal, though, is the score is what I want you to focus on. Tankbot is going to do a little more damage than CyberCop. CyberCop, depending on what he does with that jail ability, will or will not get more kills. It just kind of depends. So let's get this attack going. We're going to literally just kind of... we're kind of just going to sit back here and let these guys do their thing. Just to kind of prove a point with this. Sorry about that, guys. My voice... my voice just went out the window there. Look at that. CyberCop down, but looks like Tankbot got him. Good job, Tankbot. That's to expected, guys. Like I said, larger clip. It's just kind of expected to get those numbers showing up, you know? There's certain times that like you expect other things to happen, but I honestly expect those cards to, with the larger clip from Tankbot, to kind of do that style of play. Now, we're going to let the AI play it out here without a tower command. You're going to see that their movements are identical. They're going to go and chase pretty much the same people. You're going to see that they're center cards, so they're literally just going to kind of float. Without that command, as you can see, CyberCop's going mid, just like a center card's supposed to. Tankbot did the exact same thing. Now you're going to see him push up here. You might see a wall place. Here it comes, him versus Laika. Laika actually does pretty darn good damage, guys. And it's something that you really can't sleep on with those cards, guys. Let me actually just see what's going on here. All right. Now we got Lucha over here doing the exact same thing. Tankbot's on respawn. These cards, guys, are just gonna keep doing the same thing. Watch. That's all that's gonna happen here. Like I said, the major difference between these two is the fact that Tankbot has 54 rounds in his clip, and CyberCop does not. That is the major difference between these two, and I can't stress that enough for you guys. Like, these cards are designed that way. They're designed to do the same thing. The only difference is the ultimate abilities played differently. You guys saw whenever I played these cards that their numbers were eerie similar, and that's because we know how to play these cards. Now, it's definitely not one of my Crystal gameplays. You guys know how I do with Crystal. But as you can see, CyberCop inflicting damage on Vandal here. Lucha's going to get the frag, but CyberCop helped out there. Now, as you can see, they're kind of floating around the same area. CyberCop and Tankbot doing the exact same thing. And this really kind of reiterates the point that I made to you guys a bit earlier, was that these cards are very, very similar. The major difference between the two is the ultimate ability. One does one thing, another does another thing. And what you're going to see here, guys, on the statistical breakdown is whenever I'm not ordering commands, whenever these AI are just doing what the AI do, these cards are very, very similar. You'll notice one's 4th and one's 5th on the team. It's just kind of the way it goes. So let's see here. Go in here. There we are. What do you guys see? CyberCop 4 and 3. Tankbot 3 and 2. CyberCop 1,000 damage. Tankbot 800 damage, but he did more base damage. If you combine the base damage and the normal damage, these guys are separated by less than 100 points. That's my point, guys. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe down there.